Here are the 10 things that you should be aware of while signing a rental agreement. You should know the definition of each of these, what it means to your business, how does it protect your interests. You should be aware of it before you sign a rental agreement for an office. The first one, which is obviously the most important one, is the membership fees or rent that you would be paying on monthly basis to this co-working space or managed office operator. So some of them call it membership fees, some of them call it office rent, some of them call it rent per desk, right? So whatever that is, right? So you should be clear that you whatever negotiated rate that you have finally agreed with the co-working operators, what is there in that agreement, right? So that second clause is the agreement period itself. So are you signing a 12-month agreement? Are you signing a 6-month agreement? Or are you signing a 24-month agreement? What is the period of the agreement, right? So that's the validity of the agreement, right? Third is the lock-in period, right? Every agreement that you would sign would also have a clause called lock-in period, right? And this is the period for which you are liable to pay the rent whether you use the office space or not. So ensure that the lock-in period is what you've already agreed with the co-working operator and is also in your favor. Then you have to look at the security deposit, right? Average security deposit durations with co-working is 2 to 3 months. Managed office operators might actually ask for more. Again, whatever you've agreed with them should be there in the agreement. Then the notice period, right? Notice period is a period that kicks in after the lock-in period is over, right? So like for example, you've taken a rental agreement for 12 months and you have a lock-in of 6 months and you have a notice of 2 months. So what it means is that after the notice period of 6 months, you still need to give a after the lock-in period of 6 months, you still need to give a notice period of 2 months before you can vacate the property. So which means effectively 6 plus 2, 8 months you have to be at the property, and only after that you could kind of vacate after that, right? So that's notice period has to be taken in combination with the lock-in period. Then we have to look at what are the inclusions in the agreement, right? Whether printing is included, whether meeting rooms are included, what kind of other amenities are included into the agreement, right? You should be, how much parking is included in the complimentary parking. Are you getting some complimentary parking along with the desk space, cabin space that you're taking, and so on and so forth. So you should understand what are the inclusions in the agreement that are part and parcel of the monthly rent that you will be paying to the co-working operator. Then you should look at the meeting room credits, right? Every co-working operator gives you some credits so that you can use the shared conference rooms, shared meetings rooms that they have, right? And these are either they are done based on they could have a flat number, say that I'll give you X credits for every month, or they could tie it to the number of seats you take. So 1 credit for every seat that you take with us. So there could be, or so instead of using credits, they might just simplify it and say number of hours, right? So many hours of access it's provided, right? And then too, please check what kind of meeting room are they providing, right? Some of the operators specifically mentioned that 4-seater or a 6-seater, so many hours are provided, right? Which means that when you book a larger meeting room, either you would spend more credits or you would probably have to pay it out of your pocket. So kind of check on the meeting room credit clause. Then look at the termination clause, right? Who can terminate? Can the operator terminate? Under what conditions could they terminate? Under what conditions can you terminate, even though you're within the lock-in period or within the notice period, right? All the clauses like force majeure, violation of contract, violation of duties on both sides, all of this would come into that termination clause. Again, be aware that that aligns with your thought process and you're comfortable with that, right? And then look at rental escalation clause. Irrespective of whether it's a co-working or a managed office operator, you would have a rental escalation clause, which kind of means that how much is your rent going to increase year on year, right? Again,